Alrighty here. Today we got another box sent in from Sterling Self Defense. Um, yeah, he said he was gonna send me a barrel out, a long barrel, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually excited for that because I was gonna get one from one of those long leather ones or whatever they're all using. But I wanted to wait because I'm having bad luck. Everything I get shipped is getting seized. I got things getting seized. I got guns getting seized. I got carbine kits getting seized and taken, and I got other ones coming in and other things coming. So I'm kind of iffy. And also, the tariffs are just insane, man. Like you can pay more in tariffs and fees than what the products actually cost. So anyway, I was just gonna wait for before I start buying crazy again in the USA. I'm gonna wait until this tariff, if it settles or not. But yeah, but he sent me out a nice barrel, so wow, this is great. I'm actually looking forward to this. Um, I can make a few videos too for you guys with some big numbers, but I'm happy where mine's at. Anyway, let's get into this. I've already seen, so I had a brief look at it. Oh yeah, nice. So we got this is a modular barrel for the Pistol X68. It's got the put the Canada flag on for me. Nice. Oh, nice. Anyways, so yeah, this is a modular barrel, and we got the mock silencer, but it's not a mock silencer or a silencer. It's actually a barrel extension, kind of like the MCS one. All this stuff here, he mills right in his shop at home. Oh, nice, yeah. So, boom, that's just going to add an extension. Let me look down this. I'm going to look down the tube. Oh, yeah, nice. It's perfectly matched. Okay. So now this is going to put it up to around... Let's see, where's my measuring tape? It's here. So, 21-inch barrel. Wow, that's going to put some serious numbers. So if I take that off, yeah, take this off. We got 15.5. Nice. Anyways, so I'll just set this aside. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Like, geez, do you know what that would have costed? Oh my god. Wow, thank you, Dan. Wow. Oh, he also heard me talking about I made a post showing all the different CI tanks from a 5 CI, 9 CI, 13 CI, 15, 17, 23, 28, 48. I showed all the tanks, but I said in the post that I was missing the 10 CI. And boom! He sends me a 10 CI. Nice! So now I have... Look, there's my 9 CI. As you can see, it's the same thing. It's a first strike. Only I just painted it. I painted over this logo and all this print. But yeah, you can see it's slightly bigger. So now I have... I've got pretty much all the tank sizes now. The 5 CI is not really a HPA bottle, but take your own risk with those soda or the drink mate bottles. But they do work, and I still have one that's been pumped up for like, oh, I don't know, it's been pumped up for months now, since the day I said I'm gonna leave it for a year, and then if it's still holding pressure at a year, then I'm not gonna accept anyone telling me that they're no good or unsafe. But anyways, sweet beans. 9 CI tank. Oh, we got that's another Umrex 2x12 grafter. CO2 2x12. It's a punch pierce. This is the same one that come with my rifle, my TC68. Nice. I also have one of their older ones right here. Those gray ones, the silver ones I painted black. And this is a twist of piers. But these are sick because you can punch them. Twisting the piers takes a long time. I mean, unless you're just going to screw a capsule in. That's quick. But yeah, pretty sweet. What have we got here? Oh, there's some regulators. Springs for the First Strike Hero regulators. So now I can bring it up from 750 to around 1,000 or 1,100 PSI with these. Sick. Yeah, we got some new ammo. I'm going to do a separate video showing all this stuff. I'll show this off in a separate video. I'll show that barrel more in detail too in a separate video. But yeah, these are 3 different shaped projectiles. They're all different sizes. This is a 68 cal. Kind of different designs. These are 50 cal. These are aluminum, very light. And these ones are steel. And then these are pointed steel Z-rims. So I'll do a separate video on those and show you guys all them. Very nice. Wow. We got... Oh, this is for the Umarex piercing caps to remove. Just a little key. So you can take the piercing button off. Instead of using an Allen key. Oh, that's for one of these adapters. Same thing, it's one of these type. Where you can just, it's like a key to unscrew. Oh yeah, check these out. At first I didn't know what all these were. I recognized this one right away. Oh nice, the Canadian flag he put on it for me. Haha, sweet beans. This is an FSC power cap. So this is an expansion chamber for an FSC. He sent me one long time ago, but I don't think it's as long as this. I think it was a short one, like a really short one. So now I got a longer one for the FSC. Nice, my FSC's on the wall on a Roni carbine. I still have to, he sent me a bunch of springs before for it and a bunch of parts. I've got the HPA connected to it, but I never ever installed all the springs. But I'm going to get down to that one day. I'm going to get right into that. But anyways, we also have... This is a Mercury Rise torpedo revolver. This goes in where the brass cap is in the back for the stock tank. I didn't have one of those because nobody else that I know of made these adapters. So yeah, perfect. I think somebody else, I think CS made some, I'm not sure, but anyways, sweet, because I noticed this didn't screw into the Umarex guns. So when I asked him, he said it was for the torpedo revolver. I'm connected through the pistol grip. I had to drill through the valve. That's a very strange job you have to do. Otherwise, it'll be permanently restricted. When you go up to CO2, it doesn't have a plug restrictor. You have to actually drill through the brass. And then I got it from like 14, 15 joules to 61, 62 joules now. Now I can plug my tank in the back and make a decent carbine out of it. So sweet. I've been always wanting one of these. And then this here is just a power. This is an air chamber. So... any back of any of your extensions, if you just add this on first and then put your tank in, you have an extra air chamber. It's a straight through air chamber. Boom. So this will add extra power to pretty much a lot of different markers. And then, yep, that's the power cap. And in here we got... oh yeah, these are some... these are compensators for the Pistol X68. Yeah, I'm going to take one of them too. And for sending me all this free stuff, the least I can do, I'm going to make him one of those stun gun tasers that I make. So, I'm going to turn that into one of these. So, if you see this, I showed the stuff before. I make these out of these. So, you just push this. This slides on your pistol on the Picatinny rail right here. Goes on the rail, and then you fire your screw up underneath the battery, and then you get 400,000 volts of oh boy, that's powerful too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the least I can do, I'm gonna make him one of these. Yep, and I gotta wire it into the high voltage generator, an 18650 battery. So this is like a... and then my momentum switch. So yeah, very sweet, man. Wow, man, like I wish there was something I can do for all you guys who send me stuff. I mean, Christ, I don't have shops and tools and machining and stuff. Everything I do is with hand tools and with my Dremel and drill. Like I even spin parts on a drill. I don't even have a lathe. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this. I'll show you these ammos later, and then the barrel and stuff. The rest, you guys pretty much all know what that stuff is. So yeah, till the next one, guys, stay safe as always. Take care.